you do it, Jerry? Why did you take your sister with you? She's gone now, and it's all your fault. You worthless child.
No matter how many years have passed, Jerry still remembered the day that changed his life forever. He still remembered his sister like if it was yesterday. They both had wanted to go out and play in the pile of leaves. Autumn used to be Jerry's favorite season, full of colors and excited children, just like him for the holidays to come. Although, as beautiful as autumn was, it was now only a time of content and regret. He could still hear her laughter as they jumped into the pile of colorful leaves, knowing they would get in trouble for making a mess, but knowing it was well worth it. "This feels so wonderful," she would say, the memory still resonating so clearly in Jerry's mind. They were having so much fun, nothing else mattered, only the sound of their laughter and the dancing leaves around them. Jerry laughed and played, but in mere seconds the laughter subsided. He looked to his right, and all he saw was a man in a white masquerade mask. The man in the mask put his finger to his lips, shushing Jerry, and proceeding to disappear along with his sister. In the blink of an eye, the both of them were gone, and Jerry's eyes widened. He screamed out to his sister, looking around frantically, but not seeing any traces of either of them. His heart was pounding so fast in his chest, still shouting at the top of his lungs, "Sonny! Sonny, where are you?" Jerry looked for her all over the park, even made his way to town asking for her, but nothing. "Please be safe. Sonny, please be safe." Jerry decided to go back to the park because there was no way he had lost his sister. Yes, retracing his steps was sure to help him. He stopped right in front of the lake, calling out her name again and again, but no one ever answered. His mind went blank the moment he looked at the lake, telling himself that this was all some sick, twisted nightmare. Jerry was going to wake up any moment and realize it was all a dream. His sister was going to be poking his arm and laughing at him for pissing himself in his sleep. This was all a dream. This wasn't real. Hours passed, and Jerry was still staring at the lake. But now the police was there, and so was his mother. He could hear her screaming the same way he had done so earlier. The blood had spread throughout the lake, and the terrified bystanders were appalled, shocked, crying, maybe all three. Jerry couldn't pay mind to anything else but the lake and the body of his sister. Once his sister, no, the body, was pulled out of the lake, they discovered something written on her skin, along her collarbone. "What is the brightest star in the sky?" Sonny was wearing the mask, the same mask the man was wearing when he disappeared with her. That mask. You worthless child! All Jerry felt was a smack to the face as he fell to the ground. 15 years have passed, and Jerry realizes that Sonny would have been 23 years old, just like he was. He still mourned for his sister, even after his mother's death. Jerry endured every single day being called a worthless child because in the end, it was all his fault. He would still see images of her dead body in the lake before he went to sleep at night. That white mask, too, brought him only the most bittersweet of nightmares. Could nightmares even be bittersweet? Every October 1st, Jerry would drive to his old home where he was raised before Sonny was killed. His dreams would tell him to go to the lake because it was the only way he could begin to repent. It was his fault. Jerry was to blame for Sonny's death. He would stand inches away from the lake, staring into its depths, and not being able to control the tears falling down his cheeks. "I am so sorry, Sonny." Jerry covered his mouth, images of her body appearing in his mind. "It's okay, Jerry. I would never judge you. I love you, Jerry. I don't blame you for my death." The voice was all too familiar, and Jerry had to take a moment to breathe. He looked at the lake and his eyes widened.
Sonny? Jerry sobbed. It's really you.
Join me, Jerry. She smiled ever so sweetly, a smile even more so familiar. Let's play in the autumn leaves again. They're so pretty. Jerry reached out to her, losing his balance and moving closer to the lake.
Are you really there, Sonny? You haven't aged a day. How is that possible? Sonny?
The smile immediately turned into a sickly grin. Join me, Jerry. You can end it here. Stop being the worthless child. Come with me. She pulled him into the lake, laughing, and Jerry hadn't processed what was going on in time. His despair fed the memories, and they finally devoured him whole. What is the brightest star in the sky? Jerry smiled as he let the water fill his lungs, never to have to be the worthless child again.